This is your chance to kickstart the new year with a proven framework for success and tap into the collective momentum of a global community. Hey there, and welcome to episode 333 of the No Bullshit Leadership Podcast. In this week's episode, I'm going to help you to crush your career. For the last 4 years, we've run the Crush Your Career Challenge with thousands of ambitious leaders, many of whom have already managed to achieve some huge career goals. That's because the challenge isn't just about planning. It's about converting that planning into action and turning that action into results. We give you the structure and framework, of course, but more than this, we give you the key to unlocking your desire to act. Now, this year, we're taking the Crush Your Career Challenge to a whole new level. You'll be joining nearly 1,000 other no bullshit leaders, all working towards their goals alongside me and Em inside the No Bullshit Leadership Hub. Just think of the energy, the momentum, and the massive accountability boost that you're going to get from being part of a group like this. Just let's check in with ourselves briefly. We're now in mid-January, so the year's probably old enough for me to ask, how are those New Year's resolutions going for you? Now be honest, are they still on track or have they already started to lose steam? Here's what I know to be true. Resolutions mostly fail because they're reacting to a negative input. They focus on fixing what's broken instead of building up something extraordinary. And because of this, it feels like you're depriving yourself rather than feeling that positive impact of improving yourself. Now, this is where the Crush Your Career Challenge comes in. It's not about vague self-promises or fleeting motivation. This is about setting clear, actionable goals and doing the work to make them happen. And you're going to be surrounded by a global community of like-minded leaders who are doing exactly the same thing. I'm going to give you a brief overview of what's involved, and then I'd encourage you to register for the free challenge immediately. Because if you do the work now, you're going to build a truly incredible 2025. So, let's get into it. Let's quickly run through how the challenge works. You'll register via the link in the show notes, and once you register, you'll get an invitation to join our free No Bullshit Leadership Hub on the School platform. This is where all the action happens. Starting on January the 20th, you'll get access to daily private podcast episodes packed with powerful insights. The episodes are short and sharp, and they're designed to fit into your busy schedule, so you can listen to them while you're commuting or taking a quick walk or unwinding at the end of the day. With each audio lesson, you also receive practical worksheets to help you apply what you've learned. Think of these as your career roadmap, guiding you step by step towards your ultimate objective. Imagine tackling this challenge with close to 1,000 leaders from all over the world. You'll all be working towards your goals together, sharing wins and struggles along the way. I just want to give you a quick overview of what you'll find in the challenge as we plan our 2025 goals together. Over the 5 days, you'll be guided to follow the key steps to successfully developing a future vision. And I use the term vision very deliberately. This isn't goal setting in the traditional sense. I like to think of it as a life strategy. It's part intellectual assessment, which you'll be pretty familiar with already, and part imagination, which you may be less familiar with, at least in this context. I've drawn a lot of these principles from my experience in setting long-term strategy for companies and distilling them into clear action plans. I've taken this experience and adapted it for individual use. This enables you to develop long-range objectives which act like a beacon on a faraway hill that draws you closer, while still executing the daily habits that are going to get you there. All right, day 1 is about mapping your strengths. You have to be crystal clear, not just about what you're good at, but also what you enjoy. Your long-term success and happiness lies at the point where these two things meet. Day 2 is about establishing your long-term vision. This is where we go beyond traditional goal setting and tap into your imagination to create a compelling vision for your career and for your life. Day 3 is about building professional habits that actually stick. You're going to learn how to create habits that support your goals and make you unstoppable. And I give you access to a tool that I've personally used every day for over 20 years. Day 4 is about setting clear, actionable goals. Forget the vague resolutions. We'll help you to define specific, high-value targets for 2025. And finally, on day 5, we'll show you how to hold yourself accountable, how to execute your plan with confidence and discipline, even when life gets messy. Now, obviously, when I started using this methodology, I was the crash test dummy. But now we've had thousands of leaders around the world successfully apply the Crush Your Career Challenge principles. This is your chance to kickstart the new year with a proven framework for success and tap into the collective momentum of a global community. Are you ready to join us? Well, if so, register now. Jump into the No Bullshit Leadership Hub and get set for an incredible kickoff on January the 20th. This challenge has helped thousands of leaders transform their careers over the years, and now it's your turn. You don't have to navigate your goals alone. Let's make 2025 the year that you crush your career goals and build an unshakable foundation for long-term success. All right, that brings us to the end of episode 333. Now, the episode's a little bit shorter than normal so that you can use the extra time to register for the challenge at yourceomentor.com/CYC. And remember, everything we do at Your CEO Mentor is for one reason and one reason only: to improve the quality of leaders globally. And next week, I'm going to reach into the deepest and most practical corners of my toolkit. I'm going to outline a method for closing your one-on-one meetings to leave your people with greater clarity and improve the odds that they'll actually do what they've said they're going to do. Until then, I know you'll take every opportunity you can to be a no bullshit leader.